You're at a cozy coffee shop, notebook open, excited to pitch your latest app idea. You ask your mom just casually, "Do you think this could work?" She beams, ready to cheer you on, but is she really giving you the truth? That's the trap Rob Fitzpatrick calls out in the mom test. Because when you ask the wrong questions, everyone, even your mom, paints a pretty picture and you're left chasing ghosts. But what if there's a way to talk to customers that cuts through the sugarcoating and gets real? Let's break it down. You think asking, "Do you like my idea?" makes sense. But here's the catch: good intentions mess with honesty. That's where most conversations collapse. Rob tells the story of a founder, Mark, who spent 6 months chasing early enthusiasm from friends and family. Everyone, especially his mom, said the app was amazing. But when launch day came, downloads stalled. The problem? His mom wasn't lying out of malice. She loved him and wanted to protect him, but her glowing feedback hid crucial flaws. Mark realized, enthusiasm isn't truth, it's a mask, and the questions he asked built that mask. Imagine fishing with a net full of holes, but you don't see the holes. Asking, "Do you like this?" is like casting a net that only catches compliments, not actual fish of criticism. Your questions act like that net. If the net isn't built to catch real feedback, if it's all fluff, you'll never haul the true catch. That's what Fitzpatrick means by vague praise. It looks like success, but it's an illusion. The core issue is that your mom or friends lie. It's that your questions invite polite, surface-level answers. Asking if your idea is good, or if people like it, sets up a simple trap. Who wants to hurt your feelings? Instead, the responsibility is on you to ask the right questions, the ones that uncover real problems, behaviors, and needs. In other words, bad questions are the enemy of truth. If typical questions fail, what's the alternative? Fitzpatrick flips the script with a rule so simple, it sneaks past your brain's politeness filters. Rob recounts a conversation with Jane, an entrepreneur struggling to validate her app. Instead of asking, "Do you like this?" she asked, "How do you currently solve this problem?" Jane learned that users improvised clunky workarounds, revealing an urgent pain she hadn't seen. This shift from asking about her idea to their real life shattered polite fiction, opening a window to honest insights. Think of your conversations like a detective inspecting a crime scene. Compliments are just the staged front door, nice and tidy. The real clues lie in the messy backyards, the facts about what people actually do, their struggles and complaints. The mom test teaches you to ignore the staged smiles and dig where the dirt is. That's where truth lives. The payoff: when you start asking the right questions, you stop drowning in flattering noise. Instead, you collect actionable intel, actual behaviors, not just dreams or polite nods. This leads to better product ideas, fewer costly mistakes, and a shortcut through the heartbreak of building something nobody actually wants. You might think asking, "Would you buy this?" is smart. Spoiler, it invites nonsense. People say what sounds good, not what they'll actually do. Rob shares one painful tale. An entrepreneur pitched a service and asked, "Would you use something like this?" The investor and potential users all nodded enthusiastically, but the startup tanked. Turns out people are terrible at predicting their future actions. Asking hypotheticals locks you in a fantasy meeting rather than reality, a mirage of hopes, not behaviors. Imagine steering a boat by shouting directions into the fog. Leading questions nudge people to answers you want, like a magnet pulling iron fillings. But those answers aren't authentic, they're shaped by expectations, politeness, or fear of disappointment. The mom test warns, don't be the foggy captain. Listen to what happens, not what people think should happen. Instead, focus on what customers actually did last week, yesterday, or today. Concrete past behaviors beat abstract guesses every time, because actions reveal priorities. That's how you cut through guesswork and find the real pain points worth solving. So you get the why. Now comes the how. The mom test hands you concrete question recipes so polite deception can't survive. Rob recalls meeting Anna, who wanted feedback on a travel app. Instead of asking if people would use it, Anna asked, "Tell me about the last time you planned a trip. What was hardest?" This prompted stories full of frustrations and workarounds, not shallow opinions. Anna realized the power of focusing on specifics, unlocking honest, rich details that no polite compliment could replace. Imagine trying to plant a seed in rocky soil. Pitching your idea during customer talks is like dropping seeds on concrete. But when you listen carefully instead of selling, you find fertile ground. The real problems customers deal with daily. The mom test convinces you to shovel that soil first, creating trust and opening a path for truth. Your best questions invite stories, not yes or no. Open-ended, problem-focused queries unlock vivid narratives that expose true needs. Phrases like "tell me about a time" or "how did you handle" get customers out of polite mode and into reality mode. That's when the real gold flows. Gathering honest feedback is gold, if you know what to do with it. Fitzpatrick guides you from talk to traction. Rob talks about Lucas, who kept detailed notes after every customer convo. Instead of likes or maybes, he jotted exact quotes about pain and workarounds. Over weeks, a pattern emerged. Users struggled with onboarding, not the core product. That revelation flipped his roadmap and saved his startup from building the wrong features. The trick: focus on facts, not feelings or niceties. Think of your notes like stars in the night sky. One star might be random, but clusters reveal constellations, meaning. When you sift through customer conversations, look for repeated complaints or user behaviors. Fitzpatrick shows that spotting these critical clusters moves you from anecdote to evidence, setting a clear course. Finally, the transformation. By pivoting from your cherished idea to tackle the core problem customers actually face, you break the cycle of hope-driven failure. It's uncomfortable but vital. The mom test isn't just about talking better. It's about building smarter and stronger. Remember that coffee shop scene? Your mom's smile wasn't the truth, just love-shaped noise. The mom test hands you a flashlight to cut through that glow, illuminating real customer needs buried underneath. Next time you talk to someone, ditch the fluff. Ask about their day, their struggles, their actual habits. Then listen, really listen. Your idea won't get a free pass, but you'll get priceless clarity. Try this. In your next conversation, ask, "Tell me about the last time." And watch polite fiction fade into raw truth. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.